What's up, guys? So, want to make this video and kind of just go down through OP Silent Thunder and talk about the rules list, just kind of do everything for you guys to answer any questions. If you do have additional questions that I'm not answering in this video, leave a comment down below in the video. I'll probably post this on Facebook as well, so comment down there. If you have any questions or anything you want to ask me, I'll be more than happy to help you guys out with that and make sure that everybody's on the same page and we're on track and everyone knows what's going on. So I just have the website pulled up here. We've had thousands of people visit the website and place orders and everything, which is awesome. So I'm sure many of you have already seen this. But here's where you guys are going to purchase your tickets. If you've not done that yet, get on that soon. Here for the event patches, we're like extremely low, like 10 or 10 left at best of each one of these. And I had 100 of each. So we're like about out. As far as the dead rags go, I think we have about 20 or so left of the dead rag. So if you want a dead rag that has the dead rag on one side and the map on the other side, but I'm sure you guys have seen it before, but yeah, that's what that is. So if you're tent camping, so people asked me about that originally. It was going to be handled through Skirmish themselves, and then it got flipped around, and they said that we were going to be handling it. So long story short of it, guys, there's tent camping available now. I'll have an area marked off. It's $10, so if you come out, you can camp out Friday night. It's tent camping only. Don't show up in an RV and don't have any open fires. Don't act like a fool. Don't shoot off fireworks. Don't shoot each other in the middle of the night with your airsoft guns. Just don't be dumb. It's $10 if you want to camp out Friday night. You can camp out Saturday night if you want to. The only thing I will say with that is you do need to be out of there at like 8 o'clock in the morning, like packed up, gone, because Skirmish will have like a normal walk-on day for like paintball on Sunday, which of course is after the event, because the event's Saturday. But I'm just saying, just be aware of that to get your crap and kind of get out of there on early Saturday morning, or excuse me, Sunday morning. Saturday, you're good all day. Friday night, you're good. Saturday morning or Sunday morning, holy crap. Sunday morning, you got to get out of there. So, yeah, if you guys want to do anything like that, I try to make it as easy as possible. Just boom, 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 click which ones you want, purchase. Okay, so I'm going to get down here into the rules list. But before I do that, real quick, you guys, our waiver is up on here. Nomad Milsim waiver. Make sure you guys print that and fill it out. I will have copies the day of. I'm not going to print 300 of these. I already actually printed them. I printed 150. So, yeah, I don't know if there's going to be another printer there. So if you have the ability, please print these out and sign them before you come. If not, I will have some there. And then you also need to fill out Skirmish's waiver. They're both right here on the website. It's too easy. You just hit download for either waiver, fill it out, get it signed, make sure you turn it in. If you're under the age of 18, you need to have a parent signature on here. I can't let you play without the parent signature. That's a part of insurance. I can't, there's no exceptions with that. So please make sure that if you are coming under 18, you have that parent signature. Okay, so let's get in the rules list for this. Again, you guys, you can download and print this thing off. So I'm just going to kind of run down through this. I know you guys obviously can read. I know you can get on the website and look at this. I know you know how to print. I'm just going to go down through it and just kind of vocally go over everything so that you guys know exactly what is kind of expected of you and like how the gameplay is going to go. So cover page, whatever. This is blurry as crap. Okay, so obviously we know the dates. Friday, April 14th. Don't arrive before 5, or 4. Try to get there right around 5 o'clock. Get in there, get your chrono done, your registration done. If you're setting up camping, you're going to tent camp, get your tent set up, blah, blah, blah. And that's pretty much it for Friday. Saturday, obviously, is the game day. 7 o'clock in the morning. Get chrono, get registration completed. And then 9:15 would be safety brief. 10 o'clock, the game's going to start. It's going to run till 10 o'clock at night, 12 hours nonstop. There is no like set aside lunch break or nothing like that. You can come off the field and go on the field as much or as little as you want. So I'm not dictating to anybody that you have to be out X amount of time or not. If you get hungry, come off the field. If you need to get a drink, you're getting lightheaded, which can happen, drink water, come off the field. That's totally fine. So basically, the overview gameplay here, you guys, you have indigenous forces and then you have NATO forces. It's force on force gameplay. You're going to be capturing 5 flag objectives. So there'll be 2 flags. If you haven't seen the flags yet, they are up on the Facebook page, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Check them out. The flags turned out super awesome. So on one side is the event symbol, on the other side is your team symbol. So you're going to be capturing the flags, 5 of those. So if you have your flag up, it's worth points for every hour on the hour that you have that location captured. The second part of this is ammo cans. There's 5 of those. Now they have really cool swag in it, and I will tell you guys right now, every one of those ammo cans has a value of $100 to $300 of stuff. So like there's guns in there, patches, speed loaders, X fogs. There's all kinds of stuff in these ammo cans. They are locked. They're green standard like Harbor Freight ammo cans. And you guys got to find them on the field. Now they're not going to be like insane to find, but they're also going to be sitting out in the open. Like you're gonna have to look a little bit. I might eat one, I don't know, but you're gonna have to pay attention to where those are at because there's only 5. And then on top of that, what we've added into the ammo cans of those 5 is going to be kill streaks. So to mix things up within the game, there's going to be some kill streaks. I'm not going to tell you guys exactly what they are, but imagine if this was, like a Call of Duty type thing. There's airstrikes, mortar strikes in Call of Duty. Okay, we're doing something similar to that. So I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is or exactly how it's going to work, but there are going to be kill streaks in there that you can then use as a team that you can only find in these ammo cans. So they are important, and on top of it, they're worth points. So you're getting free stuff, get a kill streak, and they're worth points. What's not to like, guys? Okay, so then the third thing with this, there's 4 things here. So the third thing with this is going to be getting your pilots. So there's 2 dummies. They weigh approximately 25 to 30 pounds, so they're not crazy heavy, but they are full size, like 6-foot dummy. So you guys need to find them. They're not going to be necessarily hard to locate. Again, not necessarily out in the open. It'll be pretty obvious though where they're going to be at. If you ever played at skirmish, there's a helicopter. It's not that complicated to figure that one out. So once you find them, you have to put a tourniquet on them, 1 on each arm. So they have to have 2 tourniquets on. And then you can only, as a team, carry 1 at a time. So if you and 10 guys show up there, you can't have 1 guy carry 1 and 1 guy carry another one and haul ass back to your spawn. You can only carry 1 at a time per team. Okay. So they're worth 5,000 points each. The reason that we're doing that, you can't carry both at the same time, and I know that might upset some people, is because we're going to have speedy boys. Speedy boys like to run and gun. I don't want to see a speedy boy right at the start of the get-go of the game go run. They pick up both, come back, and go, oh, I got 10,000 points, and that sucks. So for the other team, because that's going to be hard to come back from with that many points. So we're trying to keep it interesting, keeping it a little bit more realistic that, you're probably not going to just run in there, grab 2 people, take off running again. So again, that would be the 2 down pilots. Both teams are trying to secure the down pilots. Both teams are trying to secure ammo cans. Both teams are trying to capture the areas, like a domination style, capture the flag type style game mode. I will say with the flags, you guys, that they are 10 foot tall and the flags are 3x5. Don't pull the flag, enemy team's flag out and break it over your knee and throw it into the woods, please. Just pull it out of there, stakeholder, lay it on the ground, make sure yours is flying. That's it. So nothing too crazy. So the fourth and final thing with this is each team is going to have separate colored ammo cans. So if you're on tan team, your ammo cans are going to be like a tealish blue color. If you're on the other side of the other team, you're going to have they are red ammo cans. There's 4 of each of these ammo cans. You can't steal each other's. So you have to find your team's colored ammo cans. They're going to be spread out across the field. Now, these ammo cans, they're going to have elements inside them. So very similar to, say, like a nuclear strike or something of that nature, kind of like going off. So instead of killing everybody, it's worth points. So if you find that, it's worth 5,000 points. These ammo cans are going to be much, much harder to find. All the other stuff is going to be on the field, boom, as soon as it starts. These 4 might get trickled out a little bit more just to make it so it's lasts longer until later in the game. So that way it's more of a deciding factor, which is what it's supposed to be. So those 4 ammo cans for either side will have elements inside them. And then once you get all 4 elements, you're successfully get the nuke. And then at that point, you can use that again. It doesn't, I'm not saying it wipes out everyone on the field and that's it, nothing like that. But it is worth 5,000 points if you collect all 4. Best of luck. So we have that going on as well. Again, those are going to be in the 2 different colored ammo cans. Don't steal each other's. Don't be dicks. Don't whip somebody's out in the woods. If you manage to find another team's, that's not how that particular objective works. The other ammo cans, the 5 that are green, that's for everyone to go out and grab. If you get shot carrying it, you got to drop it where you got hit. If the enemy team runs up and takes it and hauls ass away from you, well, tough shit. That's just the way the game goes. But the other ones for the nuke, can't steal each other. Sorry, guys. You got to stay with your team's colored ammo can. If anyone has any questions on that, I know I just spit out a lot of stuff that's not necessarily covered in here, and that's because I wanted to try to keep this stuff a little more like secret until we got closer to the game to make things interesting. I tried to keep the game in a very simplistic type way and not over convoluted, but I also want to make sure there's enough going on that you guys are having a good time with it. And that's all I ultimately care about. This is our first game, you guys. These objectives, they might sound cool to you. Maybe you think they're dumb. We'll see how it goes on this first time. You guys, we got 2 more events scheduled this year, one in June, but the one in June, one in September. The one in September is back there at Skirmish again. So we will continue to make changes and make the game as best for you guys. So, I mean, literally, my whole objective is just player satisfaction. I want you guys to be happy. I want you to have fun. That's what I care about the absolute most, is that you guys are having a good time. So you'll have to let us know at the end of the event. Was it fun? Was it not fun? What worked? What didn't work? So this is kind of that schedule. I kind of already touched on this, but the breakdown is inside here. We will try to follow this schedule as closely as possible. I will tell you guys right now that if there's 2 or 3 people that still haven't chronoed yet and they're holding up the game to not start at 10, tough shit. I'm going to start the game at 10 because that's annoying. So please get through chrono. Please get through registration when you're supposed to. I get it. People will oversleep, show up late, whatever that happens. You will have somebody there, so make sure you can still get chronoed and get out to the game. I'm just saying that I'm not going to halt the entire game for 150, 200 people for you to get chronoed because you overslept. So that's all I'll say about that. Nothing too crazy. The objectives here, you guys, of course, you can go down and read all of this. It's basically everything that I just went over, minus the nuke objective and the kill streaks, because like I said, didn't want to include those right away. Okay, so here's your 2 different teams. Children of Shabab is green. Task Force Rogers is tan, or NATO, or U.S. forces. So here is your camo requirements. Again, guys, this isn't rocket science. It's pretty standard stuff that you see at most events you're going to go to. Basically, if you're on green team, you wear a green type camo, civilian street gear, or black camo. Tan, think U.S. military uniforms. You'll be fine, or just a straight up tan. Don't show up playing Task Force Rogers and wear jeans and a t-shirt, and don't show up playing Children of Shabab and wear fucking multicam. I mean, it's that simple. Ghillie suits are allowed. I've had many phone calls about the ghillie suits. Ghillie suits, 100% allowed. I will just say we're not doing armbands. There will be no armbands. But if you wear a ghillie suit and you get shot by your team, sorry, it's just kind of the way that it goes. You're just gonna have to accept that. I don't know what to say. So there's that. Okay, so here's more of the general rules to this. I know some people got confused about this full auto limit right here. I will explain this. This is just a generic safety rules. But basically, guys, on this main page, the big thing I need you to be aware of is, 1, you absolutely have to fill out your waivers. Second, you absolutely 120% are going to have to chrono, and we will be checking for zip ties. I will be going around, and my staff will be going around doing random spot checks. Please don't cheat the system. It's there for everyone's safety. So make sure you guys get chronoed. And then the third thing is going to be, you're going to have to attend a safety brief. Again, there is a timeline for this. It's at 9:15 in the morning on Saturday. It'll be in the main area right there next to the pavilion. I will show you guys where it's going to be at when we get down to the map. Go to the safety brief. So those are going to be the main things there. The next thing is going to be, you need to have a barrel stock on your replica at all times, unless you're on the playing field or in the chrono area. Secondly, when you're in the non-playing area, so this would be the parking area, your setup area, registration, any area that's not chrono or the playing area, you need to have your magazines out, safety on, no dry firing, no binary triggers. I'm not allowing binary triggers at the games at all for any of our games. I know that might piss some people off, but it's my game. I do whatever I want. Fuck you. No, just kidding. Sorry, I'm very I just go. So the next biggest thing on here is red lights, flashlights, red deadlights. They are going to be required for the nighttime portion. So if you're playing the nighttime portion, I'm assuming you guys are, you need to have a red deadlight. We will have them for sale. If you don't have one already, we have them for sale on the website. They're $17.99. They're made by PTS. They're pretty good quality. I have one myself that I've used for years. So make sure you get a deadlight. Make sure you get a flashlight. We're going to have flashlights for sale. We also have flashlights up on the website. We've got ranging from $30 for a cheap one to $200. So make sure you guys get a flashlight of some kind. I do not care if you have a flashlight mounted to your helmet. I don't care if you're just holding it in your hand. I don't care if it's on your rifle, but you need to have a flashlight. 100%. It's a requirement. It's got to be there. Of course, a big one, you guys, make sure you have full face protection on. Make sure your eyes are full seal, completely covered eye protection with the proper A and SI rating. Again, not screwing around with that. Safety words, blind man and ceasefire, pretty standard. If for some reason something happens, somebody gets hurt, call blind man, call ceasefire, notify the staff, notify the refs that are going to be out there. There's going to be about 10 or 12 of us there that are going to be staff. So make sure you get a hold of one of us and let us know what's going on. If someone does lose their toggle, something happens, their strap breaks, call blind man, anyone that's around them, surround that person to try to cover them up in case any stray BBs fly in there. We don't want someone getting hit in the eye. So make sure you guys do that. I know I'm trying to fly through this because I don't want this video to be 45 minutes long, but obviously you guys can do this for yourself. So mandatory equipment, obviously your replica, BBs, face protection, eye protection, red dead rag, red dead light, flashlight, 2 tourniquets. So you have a total of 3 lives, 2 tourniquets. I'm not providing them. You guys have to provide them. Okay. We sell them on our website. You can also just get standard, like cheap Ace White medical bandages that you can buy from Walmart. I don't care. But you need to have something that you're going to use as a tourniquet. You need to provide those yourself. Okay. So player conduct, pretty like common sense here. Like, don't be a jerk. Don't be cussing people out. Don't get in a fight. Don't vandalize. Don't steal. Don't show up and smoke pot. Don't get drunk. Don't bring a real gun. Like normal shit. Okay. So don't act crazy. And the only other one here is this no blind fire. So we all know what blind fire is. We'll go over this again. Don't blind fire. And also don't argue with staff. Staff have the final say. So bang rule, guys. There's no bang rule. You can shoot as long as you're on semi-auto, unless you're SMG class, which we will get into this. Semi-auto. Once you get within close proximity players, you need to be shooting semi-auto. Don't shoot somebody like stand to stand where your rifle's here, shoot them. But there is no bang rule. So there's that. Radios, you can obviously have them on radios. I'm fine with that. Just don't be on staff channel and don't be listening to the other teams. So I've had a lot of questions about the dual FPS limits. So I tried to fine tune this as best as possible. Again, this is our first game, first rules list. I will continuously tweak this to make sure that you guys are getting the correct information in a way that is easily understandable. Basically, put you guys, if you're running an SMG, which is going to be like you have to have a pistol caliper. So like a G&G ARP9 would be a pistol caliber SMG. So whether you're AG or HPA and you're shooting 1 joule or less, or 260 FPS. Again, you're going to run it with R32s. So you have no med. You can shoot full auto to your heart desires. I don't care. 5 feet race full auto. I'm fine with that. This is the only class that can full auto with no med. Okay. Again, it has to be an actual pistol caliber SMG, and you have to be shooting 1 joule or less. Okay. Rifleman. This is breaking down spring, electric, HPA, gas, CO2, but it's basically all the same. It's 1.55 joules or 324 FPS with 0.32s. That's the limit. The only real hang up with this is you can't use drum mags. Now, in our other 2 games, it's a mid-cap only game. This game, you can use full or high caps. The reason I'm doing high caps for this game, even though I know people have talked to me about it, is to encourage newer players that have just started. Maybe they got a new replica for Christmas and they don't have 15 mid caps to run out on the field with. They have 2 high caps. I'm not trying to force a younger person to spend $300 on magazines. Okay. Our other 2 games are going to be mid cap only games. This game, you can run high caps, no drum mags. Okay. You can't exceed 20 rounds per second. I know stock replicas come in at like 23, 24, 25. This isn't necessarily a real hard number, but I want people to be as close to this as possible. Again, I get it. You go buy a KWA, it shoots 23, 24, 25 out the box. I'm not going to be like, get the fuck out. I get it. Just trying to stick close to this. If you're coming in there shooting 35 RPS, it's too much. A 20-foot minimum engagement distance when using full auto. So you are going to be allowed to use full auto. Again, this is the only game that we are allowing full auto for riflemen. The only game. You just can't shoot full auto closer than 20 feet. Inside 20 feet, you need to shoot semi-auto. Over 20 feet, full auto. Again, I'm doing that for younger players that are new to Milsim and want to be able to shoot full auto, for whatever reason. Again, you guys, I will say our next 2 games are semi-only and mid-cap only. This game is full auto. I'm only iterating that because I've gotten a lot of phone calls of people asking me about it. So chill out. It's coming. Okay. So that covers riflemen. Again, if you guys have any questions, please ask. Support weapons, 1.86 joules. So you're getting up there, 355 FPS, 30 rounds a second with full auto. You are allowed, obviously, full auto with this, but you have a 50-foot med. Now, I have been asked, if I have semi, can I shoot within 50 feet? The answer is no, because you're shooting at 1.86 joules. If your replica is an AEG or HPA and you want to follow the rifleman rules at 1.55 joules, which you can do, then you may shoot full auto within 20 feet. Once you get to 20 feet, you need to switch to semi-auto. But if you are following this support, 1.86 joules, it's 50 feet. 50 feet minimum engagement distance. 30 rounds per second maximum. Again, you guys, if you come up in chrono and you're shooting 32, I'm not going to give you the boot. But if you come up there and you're shooting 60, yeah, that's the problem. I'm not about that. So again, just kind of going over this real quick. I am asking that you have some sort of secondary replica on you if you're playing with a sniper, DMR, or support LMG. And you do LMG support weapons do need to be actual support weapons. The Crytek LMG, that's fine. The G&G LMG, that's fine. So your major LMGs that are sold, all fine. I just don't want you to run up to me with an regular M4 and with a drum mag and be like, bruh, it's a LMG. It's not. Not to be that to a dead horse, but please have a secondary replica on you. I don't care if it's a little Springer pistol. I don't care what it is. Just have something else on you. That way, if something happens or you enter a building or you're doing something where someone is most likely going to come at you from closer than 50 feet or 100 feet for a sniper, that you can actually engage and you don't, in spur of the moment, turn your LMG or DMR on somebody at 20 feet away. So I'm just asking you guys do that. I get it, money and everything else. Again, it's not gonna be something I'm gonna be a super dick about, but if you could, like I said, I don't even care if it's a $10 Springer pistol from Walmart. If you just have something else on you, it would make me feel a whole lot better. So DMR specs 2.03 joules or 370 FPS. Now the DMR class is limited to mid caps only, so no high caps. Mid caps or you can use low caps too. I don't care about low caps, but no high caps, no drum mags, nothing like that. Semi-auto only. Okay, semi-auto only. If you have the ability to go full auto, so don't say, well, I can go to semi and leave it there. I bet you could, but it has to actually lock. Best way you guys can do this is if you have like a gate tighten in there, you can set that. If you're running HPA, you can set that. Those are going to be the best ways to go about locking out your DMR to be semi-auto only. If you have any questions about how to do that, there's plenty of videos on YouTube. I can try to direct you on that. But 100-foot minimum engagement distance, lock to semi, mid cap, low cap only, 2.03 joules. Okay, sniper rifle. So the only sniper rifles we're allowing is single shot sniper rifles. If it's semi-auto, it's not a sniper rifle to me. It's a DMR, and you're going to follow DMR spec. So sniper rifles, that'd be like bolt action, a single action, single shot, one trigger pull, then you gotta, do something to shoot again. So that is going to be 2.32 joules or 395 FPS, 100-foot minimum engagement distance. And again, if you can have a secondary replica, again, I don't care if it's a Springer from Walmart, just something else on you that if for some reason a player does get really close to you, you're in a building or some form of structure, and the next thing you know, someone comes running in there, you're not shooting somebody from 20 feet with your sniper rifle shooting 2.32 joules with probably like 4 5s. So let's not do that. Again, no binary triggers. That was like the most long-winded thing ever. And I apologize, but I'm just trying to break this down as much as possible. I just went over the magazines, BBs, biodegradable BBs only. I don't care if you use Elite Force or HPA or G&G or whatever brand you use. I don't care. They just need to be biodegradable and no metal, nothing like that. Just standard white biodegradable BBs. Of course, tracer BBs are fine as well. You can use any weight. I don't care. 22s, 25s, 28s, whatever. After chrono is fine. I don't care what you use. We will have BBs for sale. We're going to have HPA, Elite Force, DLS, Amp's gonna, I'm sure, have BBs out the ass. So plenty of BBs. Okay, so grenades. So tag-in rounds, tag-in products are going to be allowed at the event, but you need to have your P-TOP certification. If you don't know what that is, you need to look it up. It takes 20 minutes to take the test. There is going to be a separate safety meeting directly following the main safety meeting for anyone using tag-in products. You're going to get a separate wristband for that. So please, if you're using tag-ins, have the cert. Show us the cert. Get the band. Please don't be that guy. Please. It's not that hard. It takes 20 minutes. Just get the cert. Thank you. I won't beat that to a dead horse. Enola Gay P grenades, perfectly fine. Indoor and outdoor use. We will have them for sale. They're also available for pre-order for event pickup. Thunder Bees tornado grenades are permitted for outdoor use only. Please don't use them as structures. Reason being because they're loud as shit. No dummy grenades allowed. If you're throwing dummy grenades around and someone's dumb enough to call that, I don't even know why, but just don't throw dummy grenades. You throw a real grenade or don't throw grenades at all. You know what I'm saying? Be a man. Launchable grenades, tagging rounds, launchables, outdoor use only. Don't shoot that shit into buildings, and don't shoot it directly at somebody. I get it. You got to shoot towards people to kill them. Just don't shoot it at somebody and hit them in the face. Like, again, a lot of this stuff, you guys, and I even say it in here, just use common sense. Like, we're all grown-ups. We're adults. You don't want someone to do that shit to you. Don't do it to them. It's not that difficult. So on the grenade portion of it, if it's outdoors, it's a 15-foot kill radius. I know that's pretty big, but with a real grenade, you're probably going to get pretty bitched up at 15 feet. And second of all, guys, just straight up, people spend a lot of money on pyro, like a lot of money. If you spent $300 on pyro and threw it at somebody and blew up next to them and didn't call it and it was within 15 feet, you'd probably be pissed. So again, common sense, just call it. If you're questioning it, call it. The only thing that saves you within a 50-foot blast is hardcover. Please don't tell me a skinny tree that covers a fifth of your body is hardcover. It's not. Come on. Hard walls that completely cover your body, that's hardcover. Anything else, you're dead. Inside of a building, a structure of any kind, it kills a 30 by 30 space. Again, hardcover. If you're behind a solid wall, a solid structure, a big ass rock, and you're behind it completely, you're good. If not, you're dead. It's that simple. Smoke, only battle game smoke is allowed. I don't want to see Enola Gay whatsoever. No Enola Gay products. That's coming from the field owner specifically. Don't use it. Battle smoke only. We will have them for sale on site. You can also pre-order them to pick up at the event as well. You can use any color. I don't care. Just don't use red. The reason you're not using red is because that's the safety color and it's also the color of the staff shirt. So please don't use red. Hit rules, basically, you guys call your own hits. Gun hits don't count. Ricochets don't count. If it hits you on your person or on a backpack or whatever, you're dead. Make sure you yell hit, pull out your dead rag. If it's at nighttime, pull out your red dead light. Dead men don't talk. So in other words, don't say shit unless you're just calling for a medic. Medic rules, every player's a medic. So I'm not doing assigned medics. It just gets crazy when you start doing that. So everyone's a medic. Which means people are going to get picked up a lot faster. It's going to keep the gameplay more intense, which I like, and I think you guys will like. But you only have 3 lives. So first life, you die, put on. I don't want to put up the middle finger, and I'm like looking at myself in this camera. I don't want to. Oh God! So you die the first time. Okay, you died. Put on a tourniquet. You die the second time. Put on. Wait, yeah, put on a tourniquet. Die the third time. You're done. So then you got to go back to spawn, and then pull off your 2 tourniquets and get back out. So 3 lives, 2 tourniquets. Okay. Hope I didn't fuck that up. I think you guys get what I mean. If you have any questions, the finger thing, it fucked me up. It threw everyone else off, I think, if you made it this far in the video. My bad, bro. All right. Bleed out rules. So if you're hit, 5-minute bleed out. If no one comes to get you in 5 minutes, go back to respawn. And basic reason of this is I don't want people sitting around for too long. Got to keep the game moving and interesting. You can move up to 5 feet. I get it. If you get hit, there's a line behind you and BBs are flying. You don't want to stand there and get shot 50 times. I get it. Move 5 feet, or roughly in that range. If you walk 50 yards to the right, you're dead. You need to go back to spawn. So the respawn areas are going to be marked with a red tape or similar designation, you guys. The whole point of this, once you guys read this, I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, is just don't spawn camp. It's annoying as shit. If you've ever been to an event and you paid good money for it, the last thing you want is to get spawn camped. It sucks. don't do it. So for ours, the rule is you can't shoot into spawns. If you're in your spawn getting hit and you are in the taped off area, just keep shooting. You're good. To try to eliminate people from spawn camping. So please do not do that. Once you leave your spawn, though, you are killable. So be aware of that. Play area, basically, guys, it's going to be marked in some similar designation to yellow tape, red tape. It'll be marked out. If you're questioning if you should go somewhere, just don't go there until you ask the staff member, period. Don't cross in out of bounds areas. Don't climb ladders. Don't go on roofs. Don't enter taped off blocked areas. Basically, there are structures there. There are steps and things like that. If the steps aren't blocked and they're actual steps, and when I say steps, I mean steps, not a ladder, steps, you can go up there. If it's a ladder, it's a no. Don't move objects. Don't leave trash on and off the field, you guys. I get it. You go out there with a bottle of BBs, you use it, you throw it down, pick it up. Try to take care of the field as if it was your own property. Don't just trash the place. If you're there to camp, I get it. People are gonna want to bring little George Foreman grills and make burgers and hot dogs. I'm fine with all that. I'm good, but don't throw your wrappers everywhere. Throw your half-eaten hot dog. Just be respectful. Don't bring any unauthorized gear equipment. We already talked about that. Drugs, alcohol, guns, knives. You don't need that crap. And basically here, if you're caught cheating, every time I catch someone cheating, whether they're not calling their hits or not wearing the right camo or basically breaking any rule that's inside of here, I'm going to award 200 points to the other team for every time that it happens. So yikes, be careful. Police your buddies. Okay, so let's get down here to the map. Again, this is printable for you guys. Now, I will tell you guys, these might not be exactly 110% like right where these are going to be. Just, it's going to be right here in this area for these objectives. Again, in the area right in here. I'm not saying the flag's going to be perfectly right where this little symbol is. Okay. So I'm just throwing it out there that when you get there, if you're like, oh my gosh, I thought it was going to be here and it's 20 feet to the left, that might happen. Don't get pissed. It's going to be right here in the general area. Okay. We will update the maps and keep making this better and better and better for every single event. So don't freak out. So if you're green, Children of Shabab spawns over here. If you're tan, Task Force Rogers, you're over here. These are the 5 objectives. These are going to be your flags. The red marked off area is play. Okay. Now we will have some sort of sign or designation out here to mark this area off, but this whole thing here is in play. Okay. There is a helicopter in this area. Okay. Hint, helicopter in this area. Hint. The ammo cans can be spread out anywhere on this map. Okay. Anywhere on this map. Okay. So once you guys pull in here, all right, our parking area is going to be out over in here. Okay. There is a parking lot here. Don't use that. Okay. That's going to be for the other side of the field over here. Okay. Don't park here. Park out here. We will have this area kind of marked. I will have some signs saying event parking. Park out here. People that are going to be camping, you're going to be right in here. Okay. This is going to be the camping. Registration is going to be right here in this little building. That's where also Amped and ourselves, Nomad Milsim, will be set up vending. Chrono is going to be right here. Okay. It's going to be right here in this area. Again, it might be slightly different by 20 feet, but this is going to be the area it's going to be in to kind of give you guys a general reference. So when you come in off the highway, right here's the road, right here. You're going to come in. Don't park here. Don't park here. Come through. Park in the grass. If you're camping, set your tent up. Come over here. Get registered. Come over here. Chrono. Come over here. Chill. So the safety brief is going to be right here in this area here. Okay. So I'm not trying to baby anybody or anything like that, but I'm just trying to be like very specific. Hey, here's where it's going to be at. Any confusion, let me know. I don't want people to get confused. Again, this is all play area. Okay. It's a fairly large area. So don't get lost. And that's pretty much it, you guys. So I don't know how long this video is. It's like 30 minutes. Oh my God. So I apologize for it being so unbelievably long. I felt like there was a lot to go over there. I tried my very, very best to make the rules list as complete and readable and easy to understand as possible. Again, we will keep getting better and better. And just thank you to everyone who signed up, everyone who's going to sign up. We're going to have an awesome time. It's going to be a great event. We're going to have an absolute blast, and we are going to do our absolute best to make this thing as fun as possible for every single one of you. I think you guys can see that, you know, we've put a lot of time and a lot of effort, a lot of energy into making this game as professional, as, you know, kind of elite as possible, and trying to make it as fun as possible for all of you. Because like I said, at the end of the day, my biggest goal is that you come to this event and you tell me how fun it was, and then you can't wait for the next one. So that's our whole goal, guys. We're going to keep getting better and better and better with every single event that we do year after year. So yeah, and we will see you guys on the field. Enjoy yourselves. Have a good rest of your week, weekend, whatever it is, and call your kitchen, drink water. So have a good one, guys. Again, appreciate it. Thanks.